Okay, so we need to solve this problem here, and we're trying to figure out the combination of yellow and blue paint. So let me read the question. It says, Mr. Smith is wanting to paint the outside of his house and garage. The color of green he has decided to make combines yellow paint and blue paint in a ratio of 6 to 1. All right, so that means 6 yellows for every 1 blue. Okay. Mr. Smith can only purchase paint in 1 gallon containers. The ratio table below show the possible combinations for yellow and blue paint. Which equation will help Mrs. Smith calculate the amount of yellow paint he will need for the given amount of blue paint? So we have multiple choice, right? So we can kind of work with these multiple choice answers, or we can just look at the information and try to figure out from there. So I'm going to show you how to do it 2 ways. One is a little bit of algebra, and the other one's kind of like intuitive, and you probably will prefer the second way more. However, I will do the first way first because the mathematics, that's actually pretty nice. All right, so first things first, this is a situation which is a linear function. All right, if you learned about linear functions, you know all linear functions are in the form y equals to mx plus b. All right, in this case here, our variables are not y and x. Our variables are y and b, which stands for yellow and blue. So that might be a little confusing for a second. So let's just keep it like this for right now. All right, in this case, I'm going to call this my x variable and this my y variable, and then we'll swap it out in the end so that we can match it up with our answers so that we're consistent. Okay, so first things first, our m is our slope, and our B is our Y-intercept. Okay, if you learned about those concepts in your class, then you'll understand what I'm talking about there. So what we need to do is write the equation for this set of information. All right, when B is 1, sorry, in this case, when my x variable is 1, my y variable is 6, when my x variable is 2, my y variable is 12, and so on and so forth. And don't mind the yellows and blues. We'll take care of that on our back end to avoid the confusion. So just keep everything in the same notation as your slope intercept equation, y equals mx plus b. All right, so first things first, we need to find the slope. All right, so you probably learned the slope equals to the change in y over the change in x. Or another way of saying the same exact thing is m equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. In this case here, I'm going to pick any 2 sets of information. I'm going to pick the first set. Okay, I'm picking 1 and 6 and 2 and 12. And I'm going to write that as an ordered pair. I'll put it up over here. So 1 comma 6 and 2 comma 12, and this is x1 y1 x2 y2, and m is equal to 12 minus a 6 divided by 2 minus a 1, which equals to 6 over 1, or just 6. So that means I have a slope of 6. Okay, now I want to find my y-intercept. All right, so I need 2 facts in order to write my equation. I need the m and I need the b. I know the m. I now need to find the b. So let's first start by writing that general equation down, y equals mx plus b. And now I'm going to put in that 6 that I just found. So 6x plus b. I'm missing the b, which I don't know. So I'm going to use any one of those points. In this case, I'll use 1 comma 6 to discover what the b variable is. So I'm going to put the x is 1 and the the 6 is my y. So I'm going to put in a 6 equals to 6 times a 1 plus a b. 6 equals to 6 times 1 is 6 plus a b. Subtract 6 from both sides to discover what my b is. In this case, my b is 0. So therefore, my equation y equals to mx plus b for this particular problem is y equals to m is 6, b is 0, or I can just say y equals to 6x. Got it. Well, in this case, my x variable is b and my y variable is y also. So that means I'm going to keep my y because my y variable is y for yellow, and my x variable is b for blue. So really, for this particular problem, my equation is y equals to 6b, and that is the answer to my problem. Letter C. Okay.